Hello, people. What's going on out there? Just sitting here watching some news about a black woman that was pulled out of her vehicle by her dreadlocks. Let's take a look at the story here and see what we get.
Shocking arrest caught on camera. A Georgia woman yanked by her hair and then thrown to the ground by police in North Carolina. That violent takedown leading to several injuries.
And tonight that woman is suing the department for excessive force. CBS 46's Haley Mason spoke with the 68-year-old. And Haley, she wants these officers to be held accountable.
She certainly does. She says the entire situation was shocking and confusing. She is 68-year-old Stephanie Bottom. She tells me she was driving up I-85 into North Carolina to bury her aunt. She says she didn't even know police were chasing her until she was pulled over. She tells me that she's now suing over the way she was treated by police in this video that some of you may find shocking.
And the entire situation was shocking, and the entire situation was shocking, and why this woman talking like that for? I mean, and why she keep lunging forward every time she say something? The situation was shocking, and she was driving up I-85. She said she just didn't know what was going on, and she just got pulled over, and the entire situation was shocking.
She certainly does. She says the entire situation was shocking and confusing. She is 68-year-old Stephanie Bottom. She tells me she was driving up I-85 into North Carolina to bury her aunt. She says she didn't even know police were chasing her until she was pulled over. She tells me that she's now suing over the way she was treated by police in this video that some of you may find shocking. This is the traffic stop where police with guns drawn walk up to Stephanie Bottom, pulling her out of her car by her hair and onto the ground.
Why are you doing this to me? Man, we know you're doing this about 10 miles. I haven't running. I was just driving. Go to jail now. Why?
Police say the 68-year-old Fulton County librarian was speeding at 80 miles per hour in a 70-mile zone on I-85 in Rowan County, North Carolina. Bottom says she was listening to music driving to her aunt's funeral and didn't realize she was being chased until shortly before police laid spike strips.
Nobody knew they were going after me. Ma'am, there was about 4 police cars behind you at one point in time.
They laughing. They laughing, boy. They know this is other business. They know they being pranked. You see that they laughing like a motherfucker. Like, are you serious? You didn't know we were behind you.
Scream and holler at me like they did.
Nobody knew they were going after me. Ma'am, there was about 4 police cars behind you at one point in time. Did you ever realize that we were behind you and we were wanting you to stop? I was listening to my music and I don't understand how they do it in Georgia, but that's not how it's done here.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys doing down yonder down there, but that's not how we do it down here. That's not how we do it down here, mother sucker. That's not how we do it.
Today, Bottom and her attorney tell me they're suing the Salisbury City Police for unlawful use of force.
They did not need to scream and holler at me like they did. And they did not have to jerk and throw me on the ground.
Ready? Okay, help me.
Stephanie Bottom
Bring your foot under you.
had to pull out of the car and put her on her bottom.
There you go. Lean up against your car.
The lawsuit states Officer Boak bragged about the chase, stating, quote, "That's good police work, baby." Officer Barkalow bragging about grabbing, quote, "a handful of dreads," and saying, quote, "At that point, she earned it." The lawsuit stating the comments are on body cam.
That was very disturbing to me. Because, I mean, what was you insinuating?
They're suing for damages after her rotator cuff was torn and her shoulder dislocated, resulting in surgery.
You're hurting my shoulder.
Say I've never seen an officer pull someone out of a vehicle by their hair, as you said, in the way that happened in this case, which is why we decided to get involved.
This should never happen ever again.
I'm gonna tell you something, Mrs. Stephanie Bottom. You know that when you went into your closet that morning and you pulled out that wig, I'm gonna tell you something. That should never happen again.
That should never happen again because you look mighty ridiculous.
And these officers need to be accountable for what they did.
I reached out to the police department in Salisbury, North Carolina to ask if they had a comment about this stop or if they disciplined the officers involved. I know they did receive my request. I'll update our CBS 46 website when they respond. Reporting live in Midtown Atlanta, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
Now, what we see here and what we saw here is this is just unbelievable here. I mean, come on. You mean to tell me this lady was driving down the road for miles without knowing that the police was behind her? I'm going to give this lady the benefit of the doubt here because I know we've all been in situations to where we're driving down the highway or we're driving down the roadway there and we don't know that there's an emergency vehicle behind us. I mean, because why? I mean, the lady even said she was in her car, listening to music, and I think we've all been there and done that. We're driving down the road, listening to our music, and then all of a sudden we got this police car or ambulance right behind us. And then what do you normally do? You normally you pull, because first of all, you be like, fuck. I'm getting pulled the fuck over. That's immediately your reaction. And you like, damn. And you thinking like, well, damn, what the fuck did I do, right? And so you immediately pull over, and then guess what usually happens? Well, I'm going to say in a lot of cases that happened to me, you pull over and then all of a sudden that police car or whatever just drives by. They keep on driving. They was only fucking behind you like that because they're trying to get around you because they're going somewhere else. But the way that this lady said it, she said that she was not aware that the police was behind her. And I'm claiming bullshit here. I really am. I want to give this lady the benefit of the doubt, but I'm claiming bullshit on this due to the fact that they said that the police said that they were driving miles with this lady, just going 80 miles per hour, driving 80 miles per hour, driving miles. So they were going, they had this woman in a chase for so long that they had 4 or 5 police cars chasing her. Now, normally if you're getting pulled over, it's just one cop car behind you and you just get pulled over. But when you're just won't stop and you keep running, now they're calling reinforcement. And it got so bad that they said they had to put out some spikes. Did you hear that? They said they had to put some spikes out. They had to put some spikes out on the road to stop the lady. Now, and like I say, again, we've all been there and done that where we're driving, we don't know the police behind. And so, but here's a fair tip for the future for everybody, because I always say in my life, I always say that people that drive cars, they when you get a driver's license, I don't believe that you should go and just I feel like the test that they give you on that driving test is some bullshit. And what I feel is that they should incorporate some of that commercial class semi truck driving within the regular car driving, because a lot of the tips that they give you when you're driving a truck, a semi tractor trailer, a lot of those defensive driving techniques that they learn when you're driving semi trucks should be incorporated in driving a vehicle. And since I used to drive trucks, I know I've incorporated a lot of what I learned by driving trucks into when I'm driving my own vehicle. But one thing what I wanted to say is that people really need to learn this. If they don't learn anything else, they need to learn, and they should already know this. When you're driving, you should be looking in your mirrors. You should be looking in your side mirrors. You should be going from one side mirror to the next. You should be going up to that rear view mirror as well. And you're supposed to be doing this periodically while you're driving. But people, obviously, this lady, she was not doing this. She was clearly not doing that and was just fucking driving. And it's just fucking insane. And a lot of times the reason why I look in my rearview mirror is because I don't like people driving up close on me and they riding up on my tail like they the fucking police. And that's why I wish I could get a fucking one of those bumper stickers that, and I wanted to say, quit riding up on my ass like you the goddamn police, motherfucker. That's what I want the shit to say. I don't like when people do that because it's dangerous, because if something jumps out in front of me and I gotta stop immediately, you're gonna run into the back of me. Point blank, period. So a lot of times I'm checking my rear view just to make sure ain't nobody up on my ass like that. Because if they are, I'm moving over to another lane because I don't like that shit because it's dangerous. Because I already can know if I hit something, you're going to hit me. And I don't want to go through that. But this old lady, she just driving. And not knowing what the fuck going on. This shit is insane. And then when they pull her ass out, see, this is what you motherfuckers don't know. You don't realize. See, when you put the police on a chase like that, you know, they get real pissed off. They don't like that shit. And anybody knows when you run from the police like that, that's like an automatic ass whooping. Am I lying here? That's an order, and I get it. It probably shouldn't be done that way, but unfortunately, you know, if you grew up in you know, like we all grew up, like some of us grew up, I'll just say that, then you know what you got coming when they catch your ass. And you usually don't say nothing because you just like, yeah, you know, I mean, and you know a lot of these motherfucking police don't want to do no fucking work. That's why back years ago, you know, you heard about a foot chase, but now you don't hear about no foot chase no more. Them fat fucks can't run after your ass no more. So that's why they just shoot you down. They not doing that. You ain't finna put me to work like that, make me have a goddamn heart attack running after your punk ass. I ain't doing it. So these motherfuckers, like I say, they get fucking pissed the fuck off when you try to run from their ass, dude. And it's automatic. It's like fucking automatic when you run from their ass. Don't run from them. I'm gonna be trying to tell you motherfuckers, because that's an automatic beat down. They automatically finna fuck your ass up. And that's exactly, how they went into the situation. When they finally got this woman pulled over, they pulled her ass out. Threw her ass on the ground. Trust me, man. I know the procedure. It happened to me. Me and a buddy of mine. They pulled. He was driving. They pulled his ass out. Beat his ass so bad he had to go to the goddamn hospital. They just, you know, they hit me across the head, and I had this big ass knot on the back of my fucking head. And then did you see the lady? Did you see this motherfucking lady? Did you see this motherfucking lady when you see her when she got pulled over? She had the dreadlocks, right? But then when you see her on the news, when they interviewed her on the news, she now got straight stringy hair now. I mean, what you see, lady, at first I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt because we all been there and done that shit. When the police get behind us and we don't know they behind us because we got our music playing. I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but now I see that something clearly is wrong with your mind. There's something clearly wrong with you, woman. To sit up there and you talk, you can see you got locks in the goddamn video, but now on the news you got straight stringy hair. How did your hair go from that to that, lady? See, you could fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool the people all of the time. And you sure damn well ain't fooling me. Now you might be fooling you might be fooling some white people out there. Cause I'm telling you, I've been in a grocery store one time and I was talking to some people in the line about the fake hair on these women's head. And did you know some of the white people in the line, they were saying that they thought that fake hair that these black women are wearing was their real hair. I was out fucking done. They actually thought that shit was their hair. So you guys are obviously fooling some people, but you ain't fooling me. And that's why all I'm saying is that I was going to give this woman the benefit of the doubt, but I could see that something is mentally wrong with this woman. Because there's no fucking way that you got your own goddamn hair that grew out of your own fucking head and you go and get some other hair, somebody else's hair, and put it on your head. I don't get black women in this shit. I don't get how you have breast milk when you have a baby. You have breast milk that naturally comes when you have a baby, but then you go out to a damn grocery store and get some artificial fucking milk. Your Similac and your Enfamil bullshit. I don't get this shit. I don't get how you have fingernails that grow out of your fucking fingers, but you put some other fingernail. You go buy some more fingernails to put on. I don't get how you got eyelashes, but then you go buy some eyelashes and you put those on. I don't get this shit. I don't get how you shave off your fucking eyebrows and then paint on some more. I don't get it. You already have it. Why do you go out and buy it? Why do you go out and give your money to these people and you already have what you're getting? You go out and get booty injections and you already got a booty. I don't get it. It's clearly self-hatred like a motherfucker. And then turn around and talk about a black man because he got a white woman. But you, black woman, you do everything to try to look white. You do everything to try to appeal to white people. And even your name is white. And then you turn around and you abort thousands of black babies and commit genocide on your own nation of people. Who's the real sellout? And black whore, please don't come around here trying to talk that God shit either. Every time there's a topic that comes up, you always want to bring God into the mix. Because I thought God said he created you in his own image. But you turn around and you spit in God's face and say he made a mistake. He didn't make your hair the way it should be. It was an imperfection when he made you. And therefore I have to put on some other hair. I have to put on all this getup just to look like somebody. But all I'm saying, something is wrong mentally with this woman. And you can see that this is an older woman. This was an older woman. So this woman, I can guarantee you, has put it in the minds of the younger women in her family that her hair is ugly, that she don't look good. Because what you think this woman was thinking when she went on the news with that fucking wig on? She was clearly thinking that, hey, I don't think I'm going to be accepted. I don't think I'm going to look good on TV. So let me go get a wig so I can look like them. And so just imagine what she's probably taught the younger people in her family, this same thinking, this same mentality. So you got these old whores teaching this rhetoric. And look what you have today. You got like 75% of fucking black women with fake hair. And I thought it was all about keeping it real, but everything is fake on the motherfucker. Looking like a goddamn artificial blow-up doll and shit. What the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? I'm trying to tell you. But then you see did you see the broad? Did you see when she started crying? Did you see the lady when she started crying? Now she wants to play a victim. I hate when women do that shit. They want to start crying when something go wrong, but what they won't even cry like that when their fucking child gets killed. When their child dies, they won't even shed a tear. But they sitting there crying, trying to save themselves from a goddamn speeding ticket. You fucking broke ass whores. Why don't you take your fucking speeding ticket and drive the fuck on? I don't get this shit. You were speeding. Take your fucking shit like a motherfucking grown person. Because that's what they would have said to me. You should just take it like a man. They ain't gonna tell her take it like a woman, but they'll tell you take it like a man. And but see, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. A similar situation happened to me, but I'm gonna tell you the difference. The difference that happened to me is that I didn't complain about the shit. I took my ticket and went on about my night. And the story is, I was driving and I was speeding. Hey, I'm not going to deny it. I know I was speeding. I know I was going over the speed limit. So when I got pulled over, did I fight the cop? Did I argue with the motherfucker? No. Hey, you're speeding. Cop comes up to me. Hey, you're speeding. Gotta get your ticket, sir. Okay. Gave me the ticket. He went back to his car. I drove off, went home, enjoyed the rest of my night. Had a few drinks, had some family members that came into town that night. We had a good time. I didn't even trip off of it because I knew I was in the wrong. But see, that's the problem with the people today, that we are not being held accountable for our actions. And it's like we feel that we don't have to be. We could sit up here and do whatever the fuck we want to do, and we just argue with the cop and get shot down, and nobody ever talks about, oh, the motherfucker was speeding. The motherfucker was selling dope. The motherfucker was beating on his girlfriends and on his mother and shit. Nobody brings this shit up. They never bring up the reason why you put yourself in that situation. And the thing is, I'm trying to teach people and tell people, if we truly believe that the cops are killing us, they're racist, they're hunting us down, then the best thing to do is to avoid confrontation and just avoid these motherfuckers altogether. So how would you do that? How can you do that? Is that you don't put yourself in their radar. You don't put yourself in their system. And how do you put yourself in their system and in their radar? You put yourself in their system and their radar by committing crimes, motherfucker. You put yourself in their radar by doing fuck shit that you're not supposed to be fucking doing. If that lady was not speeding, and again, I don't want to try to say I'm justifying what the cops did. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to make it sound like that. But again, if the lady wasn't speeding, just the same way as if I wasn't speeding that night, I wouldn't have got pulled over. More than likely, I wouldn't have got pulled over. Shit wouldn't have happened. But again, we're not seeming to be. This is not hitting home for us at all. It's literally not hitting home for us, and we just keep going about this, trying to get sympathy for people when I'm sick of it. But like I say, we have to understand something, man. We have to really understand something is that when you're running from the police, man, your ass, I'm sorry. They gonna fuck your ass up. They don't like that shit. And I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, they do not like that shit. When you running from them motherfuckers like that, once they get your ass pulled over, they pulling your ass out and they fucking your ass up. That is just the MO. I'm telling you, anybody that knows that grew up like how some of us grew up and we ran from the police like that, they fucked us up. And you notice that even then at the time, nobody really complained. Nobody said nothing about that shit. And why? I mean, only reason I could think of is that, hey, because we knew we was doing some fuck shit. We knew that we fucking up. We know that we doing some bullshit. It just came part of the kind of the territory. It just came a part kind of the what you was into. And that's why I say I don't really understand how, hey, if I sell drugs, if I go out here and murder and rob people, if I'm gang banging, and then all of a sudden I end up somebody end up jacking me for my drugs or my money, or if I get put in prison, or if I get shot by the police, honest to truth, that is what comes part of that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? That's what comes a part of that, living that type of life. That's what comes a part of it. If you motherfuckers want to live like that, go right the fuck ahead. But you have to weigh the positives and the negatives with those situations. And the negatives is getting robbed by somebody else. The negatives is getting fucking going to prison. The negative is Mike getting shot by the police. That's the negative. That's what you're signing up for, motherfucker. You're not signing up for people to treat you good, to treat you like a king. You're not signing up for that because you're not doing kingly things. You're not doing princely things in your life. You're doing criminal activity. You're doing fuck shit. So understand the negatives that comes along with that shit. And that's why I say I'm just getting so sick of the shit. Cause all you gotta do, it's like, and I said on another video, I said, it's like you got two stubborn ass people here. And one of them I think is more stubborn than the other, which is the citizens. I think they're more stubborn than the police because all the citizens have to do is just stop doing fuck shit. And you would think the citizens would do this more simply due to the fact that it's their life that's in jeopardy. And why is their life in jeopardy? Because see, on one side, the police, they might go to jail or something or lose their job. But on your end, citizen, you losing your life. It ain't about losing your job or going to get another job or, going to prison for some time and getting out. It ain't about that. It's about you losing your entire life. And that's what you motherfuckers are constantly continue to fucking play with. And I don't understand. I'm trying to figure this shit out here. Why are these motherfuckers this stupid and dumb? Black folks, are they like chickens with their head cut off or something? They can't seem to do right if their life depended on it. And I'm trying to tell y'all motherfuckers, y'all want the police out of your city. You want them out of your goddamn neighborhoods. You want them out of your communities. Then quit putting yourself in their radar. And how do you put yourself in their radar? Again, by doing fuck shit, by committing crimes, by doing illegal things. That's why they're in your community. If the community you live in, if y'all stop committing crimes, doing anything illegal, guess what's going to happen? The police is going to run out of there because they're only there not because of their fighting crime and because they want to stop it and solve cases. They're not there for that. They're not there. And they're there because when you commit the crimes and you do these things, you make money for them. You make money for that court system. You're putting money into the prison system. See, this goes back to how black folks are consumers and not producers. You see what I'm saying? We're getting everybody rich, getting everybody money, even in a negative way. So it's one thing how we make all the shoe companies and all the clothing companies, all the liquor stores, all the restaurants, we give them all our money. So then we go out and commit crimes and we make the court system money. We make the police money. We make the lawyers money. All these people that is involved in that criminal legal system are getting money because you're doing some fucked up bullshit. So you see how black people, all we do is make other people rich, whether it's in a positive way or whether it's in a negative way. We got to do better, people. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos, and I'm going to holler at you guys later.